You must be having thoughts of cryptocurrency, wondering what is cryptocurrency, how it actually works, what are the benefits we get, and many more. Why we need cryptocurrency in this world. In upcoming days, what is the future value for cryptocurrency? Will it increase or decrease? What happens if the government decides to ban cryptocurrency? Many things will occur into your mind, many thoughts will come into your brain, wondering what is the answers for it. Don't worry, you just need to know or to understand about the five major concepts of cryptocurrency. If you come to know about these five concepts, then it would be very easy for you to understand the cryptocurrency better. And for understanding the five concepts, you don't have to watch the five videos separately. All of the concepts will be shared in this video. You have to watch only this video where I'll be teaching you five concepts in a short amount of time. So let's start with the first concept. Now you see the first concept, which is money versus currency. The money or the notes you have in your pocket, you might be assuming that is a money. For example, just assume that you have a 2000 rupees or $10 of note in your pocket, and obviously you will assume it as a money. Let's assume that the government will make an announcement to ban that note. Maybe it's a 2000 rupees note or $10 note, the government decides to ban it. Then the money in your pocket will become valueless, it will become the worthless. Unfortunately, the value will become the zero for that note, for that money. But in the currency, the value, it won't become the zero. Why it won't become zero? Because the currency value will always stand. For example, just assume you have a gold coin at your home. Gold coin has a value. You can exchange the value through currency, but you know that it has a value in it. The government cannot ban the currency. It will be useful and would work in any country. One country's currency could be and will be acceptable in other country, or it cannot be unacceptable. It is decided on the situation. You would have to convert it into US dollar and then you can have it, which would be inconvenient. But the things like gold or silver, they have a value. It works everywhere. That's why you need to know that currency and money are both different things. Because the government manipulates the money, the government cannot manipulate the currency. I will tell you how and why. But one more thing, money can be copyable as many times as long as they want to, whereas the currency cannot be copied. They cannot be printable more as possible. In other ways, you can say that government can print many times as long as they want, but government cannot print the copies of gold coin itself. How could that be possible? They need a mining process. It has a limited resources. If you have understood this concept, then we will go ahead with the second concept, that is centralized versus decentralized. Currency can be centralized or decentralized. You just need to understand it. I will make you understand in this concept that the rupee or the dollar you use it is controlled by the government. It can be printable in as many times and as long as they want, and it would cause the inflation. The reason for increase of expenses is because of the government. The government can print many number of currencies which is in the hand of government, so that is called under centralized. In decentralized, it's not under the control of government. For example, Bitcoin. The government cannot control the Bitcoin. Bitcoin cannot be printable because it has the limited resource. It has a limited supply. Because it has a limited supply, it has a value stored under the Bitcoin. Now the value has been stored and it's limited. It has to be said that the Bitcoin acts as a gold. Because the gold is limited, and also along with that the Bitcoin is also limited. People are saying that Bitcoin's value will increase. Now the Bitcoin has not been manipulated or regulated by any government. There is one difference over here. The major difference is that I will tell you the major one. Just Google about the China. There was a time when China had dropped their own currency. You must be thinking that China had dropped their own currency and they thought it would make a huge effect. But the currencies has been always interconnected with each other. So when China had dropped their own currency, it had affected the USA country, the United States of America. It had affected that country. If the government manipulates their own currency, then the world will be in danger zone and wouldn't be safe from government. That's why we call the necessity is the mother of invention. Decentralized currency has been born as a cryptocurrency. You people must be thinking that under cryptocurrency there are many small currencies. People can regulate it. For example, Dogecoin. If it's small coin, but now the Dogecoin is not a small coin anymore. If some big player comes forward, such as a big bull comes forward, and what could be have done under that, such as how Elon Musk had done it before, how he had increased or decreased it whenever he wanted it, because the market size is small now. When the market size will increase, for example, in today's stock market, the size is very big in front of cryptocurrency market. And if someone will put 1000 crore or let us say 10 millions of dollars in stock market, it cannot be manipulated. They cannot manipulate the whole market, but one stock can manipulate it. If you want to know the difference between stock market and cryptocurrency market, then comment down in the comment section. I will make a video about it surely in the future. Just comment down if you want the video. But here you got to know about the difference between centralized and decentralized. Now you have understood the second concept. We will go to the third concept, that is fiat currency. What is fiat? Now some people will say fiat means fake. Dollar and the rupee we use it, the euro we use it. It comes all under the fiat currency. Why it comes under the fiat currency? Let me tell you. Many years before, your country or the other country, they used to print the currencies as much the gold was reserved in the bank. In today's rate, how the countries have been printing the notes, there is no assets behind, or we can say fiat currency have not been backed by any assets. They can print as much as they want. You already know what happened with Zimbabwe. There are many countries where they have dropped their own currencies while printing their notes. Because of government control over the fiat currency, this had been assumed to be fake currency by people. It is not backed by any of the assets. Just have faith in God that our country, India, wouldn't face such bizarre situation or downfalls as other countries have been facing it. But it's a fact that India have been printing many currency notes. But after the COVID-19, India have been printing massive amount of notes. So after COVID-19, how many notes have been printed by Indian government? Do comment and tell me and let the other people know. So government have been printing notes in many forms till now. So let's understand the fourth concept, that is digital versus physical currency. Many years back, people had no belief in Paytm or Google Pay or PhonePe or PayPal. They used to wonder, what if we put money on such applications and it will just go away, it will just vanish. They had that thought because it is a digital, and people used to think digital have been used by banks, and that too in our bank statements. People used to believe only when the bank statement shows the actual values. Other than bank statement, people used to believe in just physical currency or the physical note you have in your hand, that they had to believe. Now I will share a good incident that has happened in real. Let us say one man had collected a huge amount of money for his health operation and treatment. Where did he put that money? He had straight away put it into his cupboard. And the man didn't know that a mouse can enter into the cupboard. The mouse had entered into the cupboard and he ate the money. Now you think what kind of shock a man would get after knowing his money had been shredded by a mouse. Now coming back to the topic, you are having a physical money. Assume you have 50,000 rupees in your hand, and that 50,000 rupees in your account as figures, but it can be stolen, it can be shredded by a mouse, it can be snatched by someone, anything can happen. But digitally, now people think it's safe, but before they used to think it is unsafe. Before, people had no belief in digital. So cryptocurrencies are totally based on digital or digital technology. Bitcoin won't come into your hands. Digital doesn't mean you will get into your hand. Now you have got to know that why it is required to have digital form of currencies. If you want to invest in cryptocurrencies, then there are many exchanges. You can trade with many cryptocurrencies and the funds would be secure throughout. I will make a video soon on which exchange you need to invest or use. Comment down your favorite exchange you use. Finally, we will speak about the fifth concept, which is based on cryptocurrency, and that is blockchain technology. Many people say that we don't trust cryptocurrency, we believe in blockchain technology. We have more trust on blockchain. This is the statement stated by an RBI governor of India. So he said technology behind cryptocurrency is something that we should adopt. We should adopt it, and that is blockchain technology. Listen, there is one simple word called ledger. Ledger means maintaining the statement. Any transaction had been maintained it by ledger. Now whatever the transaction is there, the bank has been maintaining your transactions. Every record is carried out by a bank. But I think you have watched a movie about Harshad Mehta. In that the SBI case, you have noticed, if the bank ledger has moved from its entry, then what things you have to do? They have to say that you have to do a small investigation, and then you come to know that there is been a fraud inside there. You have seen it happen with many banks, but in the blockchain technology, it has said to be that no one can remove the entries. Here we see that people have their own computer. Here they have miner machines. Whenever one transaction happens, it transfers from one miner to another miner for verification. During the verification, if they found any error, and it's verified. Because the ledger had been maintained in many steps, in blockchain technology there is one advantage, that is ledger cannot be manipulated by anyone, and also its figures cannot be manipulated. Every transaction have been recorded, and researchers have been going on by blockchain technology. Comparatively, this is a very new to technology, and that's why the whole cryptocurrency market have known to be emerging market, and also the new market. When the internet came at the 80s or the 90s, what things have happened and what things are happening now is completely different. Now every single person is using the internet. When a new technology comes out, it has limited users, and also it takes a time to gain the trust from its users. When the timing goes well, what do you think? What will happen in the future for the cryptocurrency according to you? Comment down and tell me what is your opinion. If you like the video, then tap on the like button, and also share this video with your friends so they can learn these 5 concepts very easily. As you have learned it now by watching this video, please tap on the subscribe button if you are new here, and also click on the bell icon. I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.